There are 6 sides in total, but no matter from any angle, can only see 3 counts, which is how men treat tactics. Seeing all this, Kaiji remains silent, because even if it is exposed, the other side will surely be counting 2. At most, they would pay double the damages and settle it hastily. For such a sinister and cunning scoundrel, he must deliver a devastating blow. When you start to see the rules of the game in the casino, a bold idea bursts forth from his mind. But he alone couldn't defeat the class monitor. So he walked over to the useless people in the corner, mocking, "They are now like stray dogs." In this life, all he could do was lick the foul gossip by the roadside. But before everyone could get angry, Keith immediately stated that he had a way to turn things around. So while the class monitor was playing the dealer, he predicted he could make 456. After cursing her out, I sigh. Cass got it right. This is blatant cheating. Cass, hurry and stop the angry apartment. And stated that exposing it now is useless. Why not take advantage of this opportunity, ending these scumbags all at once? Otherwise they will forever become lowly slaves, never having a chance to turn their fortunes around. Listening to Kiss's inspiring speech, the workers' enthusiasm was instantly ignited. They put together the remaining money. He placed all his hopes on Caius. But after Caius counted, he realized 6 people only managed to gather 63,000 yuan. This amount of money was clearly not enough to defeat the class monitor, so they decided to start saving money during the 3 months of preparing for revenge. Besides the peanut, his daily snack was just a peanut, only a cigarette and a piece of chocolate remained. Everyone struggled to get by with scarce supplies, hoping that one day I could climb out of the abyss. Little did she know, the class monitor had seen all of this. To shake the resolve of these clowns, he was eating, he deliberately asked for tea, telling Kais and the others to shower before coming back for dinner. Forced by the pressure, he reluctantly went to take a bath. However, after 20 minutes, all their food was dumped into the trash, and the reason was that it had exceeded the allotted time. Even a fool could see through this. She and these people were deliberately trying to mess with the city, and just then, the class monitor pretended to be a bit uneasy and came to the dining room. He also said he had prepared a sumptuous lunch for everyone. He appeared smiling, and wanted to make up with cats. In reality, he also wanted to reuse to destroy Caius and the others. With a heart of abstinence and the past loss, how could Case fall for it again? This scene stunned everyone. Caius, could it be that he has just swallowed the courage of a leopard and gall? The henchman nearby angrily prepared to go up and fight. He watched as a fierce battle was about to erupt, and the humiliated squad leader, instead, he made his subordinates forgive him. Unexpectedly, the class monitor wasn't angry at all. Instead, he smiled and said, "Forget it. After all, everyone is like a horse playing together, coexisting peacefully. That is the true way to survive." Little do they know, behind the kind smile lies an evil heart. In the days that followed, the class president deliberately arranged for Kaiji to be the best. After work, he had to work overtime to care for patients. Even the snacks they managed to save were maliciously wasted with sewage. However, the bullying didn't end there. The clothes he changed into were filled with trash. Her shoes were stuffed with sludge, and she almost lost her life at work.
Dangerous! Strange incident!
After enduring 3 months of torment, Kais and the others finally paid off their previous debts. When they received their true full monthly salary, Keith snatched the envelope from the class monitor's hand. He mercilessly began counting his salaries face to face. This is an unreasonable move. This made the class monitor and others furious. But in Keith's eyes, they were beasts. Who knows if they might arbitrarily dock wages? This remark left the class monitor speechless, and soon night fell. Since today happens to be the new day of the new year, the casino has become unusually lively. In contrast, Kais and the others were still sitting in the corner. He showed no intention of blocking the issue, because he knew he was too proactive. It was highly likely that the other side would discover their plan at such a critical moment. Only the passive side is beneficial for revenge. The class monitor also made a fortune at the gambling round thanks to today's luck. To completely eliminate Caius and the others, to show off in front of his friends, he took the initiative to invite Kaiji to participate in the gamble. After hearing this, Kaiji, showing a hint of sinister school, and said I had no problem betting with him. But the mention of removing the gambling limit made the class monitor extremely excited.
You have to be the class president you can handle too. Come and teach. Can you handle it?
Sure enough, the squad leader successfully hooked Kai's sitting alone in front of him, and because the restrictions on the upper line were lifted, this attracted a large crowd of co-workers. Everyone was so frightened, they didn't dare to continue taking the dealer soon. The dealer then forced to Kais. He thought this was his moment of revenge, but unexpectedly, Keith chose to give up. This caused dissatisfaction among those around him, so they kept egging him on, making Kaiji sit and make Kaiji sit as a dealer. He angrily scolded the co-workers behind him for smearing the whole thing. "Do you think I'm a fool? That is all I have in my hand." With his luck uncertain in the first round, how could could he possibly be the dealer? After all, it had to come after the class monitor. As soon as she said this, he directly shifted the pressure onto the class monitor. As a class monitor, naturally not afraid of being the banker, but before that,
He wanted his little brother to test the waters first.
this episode mainly tells the story of Kai's plan for revenge. After discovering the class leader's cheating, Keith did not expose it immediately, because doing so would only make the other person seem insignificant compensation and even more escalating retaliation. What he wanted was a truly devastating blow to the class monitor. So, through extremely insulting words, instantly igniting waste, the co-workers' sense of shame gave them hope for a comeback. Gathering a scattered sand into a revenge alliance, a 3-month practice of forbidden language, it is not just about accumulating funds, but also about tempering willpower. Kai's tactics in the gambling game were extremely ingenious. He showed a willingness to gamble, but with a timid stance. He proposed to remove the cap, stirring up the class monitor's greed. Then by giving up the dealership, passing the pressure and audience expectations onto the class monitor. With every step, he guided the class monitor into the battlefield he had set for him. As the class monitor of the cheater, confident in the bet, Kai proposed removing the cap, but he seriously took it seriously. What he craves is not a small win, but an opportunity to win. Kai and the others were plunged into an abyss of no return. All his actions were aimed at maintaining the exploitative order he had established. Kai's inventory, salary, and refusal to reconcile are all challenging this order, so he must stop at nothing, extinguish the flames of resistance.